Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Atelier. I am actually doing some post commentary right now because I did this in a grind and I wasn't expecting to have it get completed. And so we end up taking on the legendary, I don't remember exactly what they're called. I think it's fairies, could be spirits, something like that. And we also end up taking on whatever the next level of legendary challenge is. This is actually... yeah, okay. That should be a little bit better. I'm gonna increase my gain a little bit. Oh, that's a little too much. Okay. A little less down. Alright, so right now we're making, I ended up making some cores. I ended up making a couple of various mana items because I figured, through the grinding, I found out, elemental blazes don't do too bad. So that was a pretty good item to be able to use. And, you just gotta hammer at them because they both heal for 1,000 a turn. They don't stay broken for all that long. And you just kind of want to get, as much damage as you can, or any sort of, residual damage that you can end up getting as well, because that would end up helping to take on the fight. You'll end up seeing the fight in a bit. I will say we do finally get to make a power shield in this video. We do it because we get a dragon meat. I don't remember what enemy we get the dragon meat off of, but we do get a dragon meat, and we actually end up completing our entire item list. I think dragon meat, power shield, and one other thing was all that we were missing. So it was very nice to be able to have that done. So you're going to be able to see what's going on screen. I'm just going to kind of sit here and talk for a little bit, and tell you what's been going on. So this is video 67, I want to say. Might be 65. So this might go up early May. Let me take a look here. No, this is video 66. What did I recently upload? What do I have coming out, and when do I have it coming out? Because I want to give you guys, for those that are still watching, an idea as to where we are with this game. So it looks like I'm going to have video 57 coming out on the 16th of April. So there's 14 days left, which means another 7 to be uploaded in April, unless I double up. So this I could see being uploaded around May 4th. So I'm just gonna assume that it's early May. We still have, after the 2 fights, we still have 6 or 7 legendary enemies to fight. But other than that, there really doesn't seem to be anything else that I have noticed. I have 6 left. So we do the spirits and we do the fallen angels in the video. So we're going to end up doing the rest of the legendary fights.
End this quick.
But I think that ends up being it for the LP. I don't believe that there's any sort of... post-game boss, like how there was with the first game and the golden pigs and collecting people's underwear.
Is the camera
and
running?
Things like that. So, at least, for my overall thoughts, I really enjoyed the game. There wasn't, I really like the shop synthesizing from the first game, but the way that the synthesizing was done here was also really nice.
Here you go.
The weapon upgrade tree was also very intriguing, where you had to pick your path in order to get certain abilities.
Let's end this.
you know, obviously your weapon gets stronger the more that you upgrade it, but in order to do certain things, you might have to make a weaker weapon just to get an ability. The accessory stuff in order to get, like, just offense up, defense up, block. That was very fun. And I really liked that. We got 2 level ups there, and a dragon horn, and a dragon blood, but no dragon meat. So it's not this, it wasn't any of them. I think it's one of those like ground enemies. Like essentially not the giant boars, but like something like Cerebus, where I think maybe he actually gives us the dragon, which I would be okay with. So I mean, so far the 2 Atelier games that I've played, I have liked. I own many more. I know that I own Rorona, Ushu, I believe the name is. I think I have a Marie game. I'm trying to see what I can see from my desk. I have one of the Riza games, but I don't have everything. And like everything right now is kind of piecemealed for the series. And right now, I don't own Atelier Iris 3. I might buy it, and it might be the immediate next LP that we jump into. I don't really know off the top of my head if that's going to be the case or not. I do have something that I am recording in case I am not able to afford or find a copy of Atelier Iris 3. So we will have something that will replace Atelier in May. I'm pretty positive that we are going to finish this in May. And there's our dragon meat. So it is that like Cerebus type enemy. And so that allows us to be able to make the power shield or the divine shield, whatever shield that we're missing, and we're able to make that, and that will end up helping finish off our items.
Leave it up to me.
The having 2 different stories within the game was very nice, where we got to be Vise, we end up making something very important that then helps Felt until Felt gets stuck, and then we go back to Vise. Like, I like that back and forth, and with Vise being able to collect the elements, that was really nice. I do kind of miss the, like, being able to not evolve, but I mean, that's kind of the best case scenario. Transform, metamorphosize, whatever you want to call it. The various manas into their upgraded forms. So you know, like Uru into Grupt, or Pula into Thanatos, or whatever her name was. I do miss that, and I'm kind of hoping that the 3rd game does end up having that. Fallout 3 I'm really enjoying as well, as that's the other LP that's been going on. I'm actually very far into that as well.
Everybody
and ooh, I could see Fallout 3 potentially ending in May as well. That one might get pushed into June, as there might be a few more things for me that I want to end up trying to do with that. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be, you know, maybe if I'm able to do 2 more of the legendary fights per video, 3 more videos. If there's one that's causing me problems, then maybe 4 or 5 videos left of this. So I'm expecting by mid-May that this LP will be done. It'll be a nice another JRPG that we have completed, and that I hope you guys have also enjoyed.
Here you go.
And then we'll be able to move on either to the sequel or to another game to just take a little bit of a break from the series, and then we can always come back to it. Because honestly, like, something about this series, and I don't know why, but something about these 2 first games for the Atelier series that I've played, something about it clicked. Whereas, comparing that to, like, Final Fantasy, I haven't really clicked much with various Final Fantasies. I've played 12, and that's mainly been the one that I've played. I've tried playing 7. I've watched a playthrough of 10 and 10-2, but it was... I'm not sure why, but like that didn't click, and that didn't grasp me. Grasp me as much as Atelier has so far. So, we finally get to the spirits, and the spirits are a long, arduous battle. So, using Philosophic Ass to give us extra defenses, we heal quite a bit. I'm very glad that we were able to break the light one, in order to just give us a little bit of time. But they do so much damage to us that is not even funny.
Everybody okay?
Like that kiss did 400 of our 600 health. Like this is one of those fights where it is very important to just kind of like heal, heal as soon as you are in a range where you might go down. I do like the Cure Crystal, with us getting that, which is really nice. And so I do believe I spend a majority of the time either healing or using Elemental Blazes. Because the Elemental Blaze hits 4 times for each elemental type. And it does a decent chunk there. Like, I think that did 553 dark damage to the light one.
Is the camera running?
And so we do kind of keep our magic users as the ones to be our attackers. Because, like, if Gray were to be the one attacking, like, and I needed him to break, we wouldn't be able to break with Gray. We have to be breaking with our magic users on these guys. So, Dragon Gem is nice. However, it is very weak, but it does give a small little bit of residual damage. So, like, it only does 124 there, but then we have it as an ongoing attack every turn. So it helps, even just a little tiny bit, just get a little bit of damage in every so often. But yeah, like, it's kind of hard to see some of those numbers, but I think that was like 400, 200, and like 800 on the light fairy, where, you know, if they're only healing 1,000 a turn, then you know, we're at least outpacing that damage. So the Philosophic Ash has been very useful because it does give us elemental resistances, which we do need. Yeah, the Dragon Gem, not much, but extra 100 damage is an extra 100 damage. Hot Kiss does so much. Like 511 to Vise. Like, that did a lot. Yeah, we're able to break at a decent time in order to try and get these guys as low as possible and to have more time between their attacks as well. Like, the strategy of breaking in this game was very fun, of trying to just keep delaying an opponent's turn until we needed to take them out. But yeah, where it's doing 66% of our health is insane. Like, and so being able to, like, break there so that Vise gets even another hit.
Here you go.
We get our Dragon Gem attack, which is also really nice. So we're just slowly laying on residual damage. Eventually, we're able to get it to be a 3v1 rather than a 3v2. And that's what really helps us, because the Light Princess has been slowly whittling away.
Final edge!
Yeah, that right there is like a good 3,000 health. Ooh, if I could, I didn't even think about that. Like, possibly using power item to increase the damage of elemental blaze. But yeah, that was like 266, 61, 266, and 540. So, like, that was over 1,000 damage just done to the light. To the Light Princess. But now we have it as a 2v1. So, like, it's very... This is less harrowing than it had been for... Like, I think I tried it like 4 times before eventually getting to this point.
Final edge!
And that's about 6 hits each of 500, so that's 3,000 to help us out.
Yeah!
So the more that we are able to do those... Oh, our Guts there really saved us. Guts is such a good ability. Like... It being able to get that just from a what is it called? One of the accessories, where granted you have to get your character used to the accessory, but just having that ability to withstand an attack, like, yeah, that would have probably killed us. But no, I mean, with Atelier, like, I don't know what it is about it, but something about it just, like, made sense to me. And, like, hooked me in a way that I just could not understand as to why. Which really go, like, and this is, even with, back in the first game, I had an external hard drive issue where I had recorded so much ahead of the game that I lost so many videos because I had recorded so much ahead, and then I had an external hard drive issue. Like, it was...
Here you go.
I want to say I lost like 30 to 40 videos because I recorded so much ahead and then had the issue. But yeah, now she's not really doing like the Dark Kiss, which is, the devastating attack that we can't really do too much against. But we're able to just, build up some final edges, and bam, we end up getting the win against at least these guys.
Ooh,
so something I would recommend for like these legendary fights, we're getting mana. And we're getting a decent chunk of mana, because we get a mana for completing it, and, during the fights, we'll pick up, like, probably 2 or 3. Is to end up making those cores. So, like, the Faustus core, and whatever the metal guy's core name is, and the Uru core, things like that. Making those is actually very nice. It is a item that you can use on yourself, and it will give you a +5 to some stats. I don't know exactly which core does what, but it is, if you're wanting to just try and get like some stat increases while you're waiting for a level up, that is what you would want to do. So we're missing a Comet Gem, and I didn't even realize that I could trade it out for something. And so I'm looking for how to make a Comet Gem here in order to make the thing. So Comet Gem looks like it's just normal stuff, so yeah. Now, I think the only thing that we have not completed so far, and I still have 6 legendary fights to do it, is the monster list and like the review list. And I don't think that is really as required as I would need it to. And I'm just checking, like, do any of these do extra things? And so, like, I like the Element Blaze better because we have extra larges on there. A lot of cake is a really good item. We also have the Quicksilver Onks, which have been pretty good. I don't remember which one I used to make it. Looks like I used the Quicksilver Onk. And we get a resistant up extra large. So, I mean, hey, it's another little review. But again, it doesn't look like there was anything for at least collecting all the items. I'm assuming that there isn't anything for collecting all of the various reviews or the various items. Because I do want to say we're still like 100 enemies away. And with 6 fights left, I don't think we're going to see all of the enemies that the game has to offer. And I think that's fine. For a blind LP, being able to fully, you know, get a decent chunk, unlock every item that is possible, unlock, you know, every weapon path that we were able to unlock to get all the various abilities there. I think that's really nice, and like that's one of the reasons I kind of like doing the RPGs blind is because they're like something about doing an RPG blind is more fulfilling than doing like a platformer blind. Like I do like doing platformers blind to be like, oh, what are they doing here? Like what makes this game unique compared to, you know, another just collectathon platformer or anything like that. So, but I'm always happy with like the progress that I'm able to make with blind LPs. Like Skyrim blind, that was fantastic. We make the ice comment, and even though it said earlier we had 120 out of 122 mana items, creating that just finishes it. I don't know why, because it should only add 1, but it does. So it completes it. I'm fine with it. I don't particularly care. But no, like I like the blind LPs that I have done. Let me see if I can find a list of all the ones that I have listed as blind. So, you know, Atelier, currently Fallout as well. I did Uncharted 2 blind, which that was phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal. God of War was blind. Skyrim was blind, and that was fantastic. I've done a lot of the Assassin's Creed games blind, it seems. The Drakengard series I've done blind, and that was great. Silent Hill, for when I come back to that, that'll be blind. And the later like Spyro and Crash games are mostly going to be blind. Dead Island was a great blind LP. But I do like completing the games as best as I can, but I never expect to 100% a blind LP, because that's insanity. Yeah, we get to fight some Darkwings, which I think happen to be new enemies. And so we're in the legendary Fallen Angel, which honestly was so much easier than the legendary fairies or legendary genies or whatever it was called. Like, I think the Fallen Angel has healing, but honestly, like, we tore through it.
We shall prevail.
Yeah, so we're getting all like the various succubus people. Shadow Girl, I think, might be new. I know we have fought Lilim before as well. Yeah, just being able to like get these breaks in to be able to increase our experience that we're gonna gain. Because I do, even though we're like level 40 6 most of the way. We still need a lot of experience in order to really start making a chance out of some of these later bosses, is my guess. I have not recorded since I did this grind, and this grind was about a week ago. So I honestly don't know what we have coming down the pipeline yet, other than, you know, what the final boss will look like for the various legendary trials. So I don't know how hard they are going to be.
Don't
But
get in my way.
I mean, I guess, like, to, you know, maybe add a little bit more here, like some of the stuff that I've been thinking of doing is maybe a Dragon Ball Z game.
Let me. Goodbye.
I've thought about starting like Fable, but with having done two RPGs, I don't want to do another RPG. We did so much damage to that Necromancer.
Goodbye.
So whatever that dark attack is, it can't kill you. It can only cut your HP in half. It's whatever the Necromancers are doing, or the Succubus is doing. I'm not entirely sure. But it cannot...
Always ready.
It can't kill us. It can only cut our HP in half, which... I mean, granted, you know, still taking 300 damage is a lot of damage. Yeah, Heaven's Gate. It can only cut our HP in half. And it seems to be a rounded up half. So... But it does look like we are poised to win this section of the battle. And we're going in as number 4, pretty well healed, which will be great. Oh, do I do an Einsextance?
Good night forever.
I mean, hey, it gets our combo up. It gets our
Goodbye.
extra damage up during a break. So it gives us more experience. Which, granted, not a lot. Oh, Dragon Bone. Like, even though we're at the end game, I would have expected maybe a little bit more XP from some of these legendary trials.
We shall
Oh, well, we do
prevail.
have a Both. Is that what it's called again? I can't remember. Ball. I don't know where I got Both from. But, no, I mean, this was a lot easier to get through, I feel, than the previous trial, which I would have figured, you know, they would have gone down in order from difficulty. So, you know, the fairies would have been more difficult than the Fallen Angel, and the Fallen Angel would be less difficult than whatever it is that comes after. But I guess it's just, you know, whatever order they decide to have it in. But because I keep losing my train of thought, because I keep seeing, you know, things in the video that I should end up mentioning. You know, I've been thinking about maybe doing a Dragon Ball Z game. I've been thinking of going back to maybe Crash Bandicoot, Assassin's Creed, you know, starting an entire new series as well, because, again, I don't know when I last mentioned it. I have like 600 games, and, you know, we've done like 100 of them, but we still have so many more. And I keep, you know, if I'm going to keep going down like the Atelier road, some of the games I still need to buy. So it's just adding on to more of the game total that I have. Oh, I thought that would have been it for the ball. I'm going to have to start making some healing items because, looks like we're running low on them. I did get a little bit of
Feeling good.
a little bit of element extract there, which we kind of needed. Yeah, we needed sound desperately. I must have made some mana items using sound element, in which that's why we were like at 30. So,
Get ready.
oh yeah, and it looks like just, oh, Blizzard. Oh no, yeah, like, that was 20 damage. So, like, yeah, it's gonna be residual 20 damage, but I'm not really concerned about a residual 20. And, you know, once we eliminate the minions, makes it super easy. And it also does not look like she has, the Fallen Angel has any healing. Or it might just be because we haven't hit her yet. I can't remember. No, she does not have any healing. So, like, this is supremely easier than
Empower me.
the fairies. So it's trying to do something called a null flicker, but I don't really remember what this does. So we get to do an Ein Zex dash, which, you know, we're dealing a decent chunk of damage there. I mean, that didn't really seem to do much against us. Yeah, that's 4 hits that we got there, 3 hits that we got there. Looks like 2 there. Like, we're doing, like, we have a lot of damage that we're able to do. Okay, we do another dance. So 300s, couple 400s in there, but that's, you know, that's like a 12 hit thing. So that's like 4 grand against the hit points.
Always ready. Here you go.
Yeah, like we already have it down to half health. Like this has been less of a challenge for us, which I do hope that others will be less of a challenge so that we can just kind of fly through them. But I do also, you know, for legendary challenges, I want them to be essentially a challenge. So, looks like we have about 3 minutes left in the video. So I do know that we at least beat it. I don't remember if we do anything at the end, though. And our avatar damage is much lower. That was still 600 there. Oh my goodness. Fee takes a lot of damage, and Fee lived on guts as well. Yeah, so I decided to break there to push the enemy back so that Fee could live and just swap out.
Here you go.
In terms of favorite character from this game, I'd probably have to say Gray. Like, you know, being able to play as a guy who killed a lot of dragons and was cursed to be a dragon is just awesome. I do the one thing, and I do know I mentioned this before in a different video, is like with the weapon upgrading system that we had, where, you know, we were getting like long sniper guns for Poe, and we were getting various fists for Noin and whatnot. I do kind of wish that for the battle sprites, like, it had been representative of the gun that we were currently using for Poe, or the new elemental blades that we were using for Gray. Like, that would have been really cool. I mean, Blizzard is not that... Like, Blizzard doesn't do much to us.
Here you go.
And so, like, I don't understand why
I won't lose.
it would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try switching around to Fee and Felt in order to get some element extract, which I guess for the bosses, they don't drop one. So, I mean, 7,000, 6,000 experience. We get a black mana that was dropped. We get a blue mana that was dropped. We also end up getting some sort of mana from completing it. A red mana. So, I think black might be dark resistance. So, we're able to get, like, a dark resistance, a fire resistance up, ice resistance up for some people. Yeah, like, we're not even level 50 yet, and I'm honestly surprised that we aren't that high, because for Atelier 1, we had to do a lot of stuff. Yeah, I just checking here on the manas that we have, so that I know what I can break down into, because I'm gonna need those stats at some point. But I think that'll be it for now. I appreciate you guys very much, for those that are still watching, and I will end up seeing you guys in the next Atelier video, and maybe, you know, I think it's only going to be another 3 or 4 Atelier videos until the end of this series. So, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you back here for more Atelier Iris 2.